The garden transformations show you what is possible. Not every flower on my garden was grown on the winter sowing method, but I did grow some, and I loved the method. This has huge potential for the garden, and I am now organizing the seeds to get started for this year. We got done with sorting our seeds, and this is so easy. And I have my vegetables and then my flowers on one side, and like I showed you, I just used the envelope to label each section. It makes it easy for me to locate what I'm looking for. And I already put all my days that I'm going to start recording on my planner. The link for the planner that I use is below. But today I'm going to go through all the seeds that I'm going to be growing on the winter sowing method. And this is such an easy method. I think I saw either on TikTok or YouTube a couple years ago, and I tried it, and my gosh, I got so many flowers that bloom from this method. If you have seeds that you don't know if they're viable, it's a great way to test them. If you want to save money, all it takes is a Ziploc, 3-4 inches of soil, and then a couple of the things that I'll show in the link below. You'll see the video. I go one by one every single step. You save a lot of money and heartache because you just don't have to plant them in individual pots. So this is so much easier. So I'm going to be growing a ton of flowers this season and get my garden to be my dream garden. I'm hoping they all will sprout and I'll be able to use a ton of flowers to really enhance the experience that I've had the last few years in the garden. I just don't want to spend the time or the money to have them in individual pots. So let's go through all of the seeds, not all of these, but the ones that I'm going to be growing in the Ziploc method. I'm going to start with the poppies. I think I want to grow a ton of poppies this year. I don't know. I can't put them all outside because I have a tiny garden. But I've been trying to get this one to grow. And this is one of my favorite hens and chickens, but I think the seeds are too old and they're not coming out. But I'm gonna try it again because I have a couple of these. Some of my poppies, I may throw some seeds in the garden, and then some I'm gonna grow on the Ziploc method. Another one that I'll show you on the screen also is this. They have white, scarlet, soft pinks, watermelon, orange. It is just like an old-fashioned style. Just a beautiful, beautiful flower. And I'm hoping the seeds are viable because I cannot wait to add this to the garden. It will be a stunner. And poppy bread seed or breed, Hungarian blue. I was really intrigued because it says you can use it for baking, for breads and muffins and bagels, and you can also use the dry flowers for arrangements. A really pretty one. The other one is cream peony, and I mean, look. This one says that it has very large 4-inch blooms, and it's fully double. So it's gonna be another stunner, very romantic and great for arrangements. Totally different. And you know, this lasts only for the spring. So see, I have another two envelopes that I'm going to try to do. And then this is another one I'm gonna place right on the ground on the front yard. And this one is called Amazing Gray. It is so pretty that I think it would be amazing to grow these. So we'll see what's viable, but this is a good example that I want to grow poppies, but I don't know how viable these seeds are, so I'm gonna try it. Here's another one that I want to go ahead and test, and that is sweet peas. Last year I did some indoor that I grew on pots, normal pots, just very tall ones, but I also saw them placed and then the bunnies were eating them. So I am going to test some of these, not all of them, in Ziploc and see what happens. I think they may do really well. So this is gonna be a test for me. Let's see where it goes. But the first one is Sweet Pea Incense Peach Shades from Burpee. This is a long stem, which is ideal for cutting, and it's a soft pastel flower, and he says it has blush cream with a few standard and wing petals, brushed and banded deep pink. One is from Johnny Seeds, and it is Elegant Salmon Rose Sweet Pea. I really like this one because it has more of a pinkish hue to it. The other one was more peach in color, But what I love about it that it says that it has very long stems, which is really good for flower arranging. And it also gives you like 3 to 5 blooms per stem, which is perfect. You get a lot of flowers. The next one, these are from Florette Farm, and she had these out a long time ago and I have not used them, and they again may not be viable, but we'll see. These are called Grower's Choice Ambriosa Mix. Look at the colors on this one. It is gorgeous. I don't think it's available anymore, but I just cannot wait to try. I hope that the seeds are still viable. And Valerie Herod. You can see a theme on the colors that I absolutely love. This is described more like a watermelon, sort of like a glowing orange pink color, and I love to get that brightness in the garden. It does say that it lasts 4 to 5 days on a vase. We'll see. Happy birthday. This envelope got wet, so I have the feeling this may not be viable at all. I remember growing this one a few years ago and it was incredible. Yes, it's another peach pink color, but this one was super, super bright and it stood out in the garden. It was absolutely beautiful. So if you want a really bright one to stand out, this is it. And Miss Bernard Jones. This has a lot of shades. I love this because it goes from really light to like a little darker pink. So you get a variation. It has almost this greenish gold tones too. So I like that to kind of change the color of whatever you're looking at as they're growing. The next one is ones that I've been buying at Wilco here, and they're from Botanical Interest. One is Bouquet Blend, and this one has kind of a red color. It's a mix, but it has an accent red. And the other one is a Perennial Blend. And it's also beautiful, but it has more like lavender, pink, and white on it. So these are not full envelopes, they're not new envelopes, so. And then Perfume Delight, just because of the smell, I think I'm gonna grow these because I can't wait to smell. This one has a purpley blue color in it, and then a red, yellow, and then some shades of the pink. So I hope this smells amazing. So some I'll be growing in the Ziploc and then the winter sowing method, and then the other ones I'll probably direct sow. I'm not sure that I'm gonna grow any in pots. I may not. The great thing about the Ziploc method is that you don't have to harden the seeds, and if you know me, that is the hardest thing to do because there's so many trays I have to take out. So I am looking forward to not having to harden a bunch of seeds. Now is the spilling flowers. I want to add some softness, and the Baby's Breath Gypsophilia. And this one, I think I grew this one last year and it was really nice. And then there's one that is a mix of color. I don't know if you can see it there, but it has like a bunch of different colors. Kind of pinkish. So this one didn't do that great last year, so I think I'm going to use the winter sowing method to grow it and get some extra ones because it didn't grow a lot. I got one stalk, but the weather was weird last year, so maybe because of that. I just realized I don't have a lot of the alyssum, so I'm probably going to end up growing that one inside. I think I have only oh, there's a ton of seeds in there. I don't need that many, so I may grow some in the Ziploc for the winter sowing method. If you don't know, if you haven't grown alyssum and you buy this thing, grow it yourself because it is so pretty to soften the edges of your garden beds and to use in baskets. I absolutely love it. And then there's this from Botanical Garden. I think I bought this just because it was a mix of different spillers, and I think it'll be great for my container garden and great for pollinators. So I am going to be growing this one with the winter sowing method. So the mixed flowers. So for the first time, you know, I grow a ton of dahlias and I have not grown dahlias from seeds. So I'm growing this dahlia from seed that I had gotten, and I don't know when I got this. It might have been a while ago, but I have a bunch of different ones. I'm gonna grow this with the winter sowing method and see what happens, and it would be great. If they do really good, I may put them in my secret garden and in some containers. I did order too many dahlias. I did. I thought I'm not gonna order any, but I did. We'll go through that another time. And then the Statice Russian, look at this. I've had this probably for years. I have no idea if it's any good. I don't know why I have not started this, but I am using this. And I'm gonna grow some indoors and some on the winter sowing method because it is a stunner. I've had this for so long, probably 2-3 years. I don't know what I was thinking. The next one is stuck. This is a stunner. It says that it's highly fragrant and it has fluffy blooms. It loves the cold weather, which is great for our area, and it's like an apricot soft color. Look, I mean, these are absolutely beautiful. So I need to get these, and when the vase life is about 7 to 10 days. Corn cockle, again, ocean pearls. I grew these before and they're so soft and delicate. I really think they're one of the most beautiful flowers in the garden. They have really long stems and they really stand out. I think if you grow a flower that's an infill flower for you, this is it. Dragon, again, the same. Look how soft this one is. It does grow 3 feet to 40 inches, so it is really large. I have to be careful with that, but can you imagine? Look at this thing, how beautiful it is. It does need the space, so I gotta figure out where I'm gonna place it. I may do it in my front yard. Those are the flowers that I'll be growing on my winter sowing method. Let me know if you're going to try it yourself. It is beyond easy to do this. It is no effort and you just ignore them as long as they have water that's able to get in, sun that hits them so that they're able to go ahead and germinate. It doesn't require much of anything. Please try it. Don't be afraid of it because I was shocked how easy it is. Sometimes we let ourselves just get overwhelmed with worrying about whether it's going to take a lot of work, whether it's going to work. Take a chance, have fun with it, because you're going to see your garden go from plain or just a few flowers to a complete dream. Continue to garden with your mind, body, and soul.